You guys know it's no secret that I've been on a health journey, but there are days where I'm just too lazy to cook.
I agree. I just want to eat healthier in the new year and not eat out as often, but sometimes it's difficult to do, when life gets busy.
Yvonne, let's be honest. You're never busy. That's why I like Factor meals. It doesn't ask you to meal prep or follow recipes. It just cooks your food in 2 minutes and you're good to go.
I'm actually really excited to try the cilantro chicken because it's high in protein and it'll be a perfect dinner after my streams. Head to factormeals.com/fighting50off and use code fighting50off to get 50% off of your first Factor box plus a free breakfast for 1 year. The offer is only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase.
Make healthier eating easy with Factor. Who pushed you forward?
I think my community pushes me forward.
I'm the opposite. My community does not push me forward.
Oh.
It's like, I'm not making good content. I'm ashamed that you're seeing this. But at the same time, it's like, well, if you don't want people to see it, why are you streaming toast?
There's a really annoying problem that I have. I would like if someone could invent.
What's this annoying problem?
I'll be in bed and I really have to pee, but I don't want to get out of bed because it's so comfortable. And I often wish not that there's a tube, but imagine a tube that could you could pee from your bed, takes your pee to the toilet, but not, you know what I mean? But restart the pod, or is it?
Maybe we could just cold open with that.
Yeah,
it's
we could.
First 20 minutes of us talking about.
I mean, it ended up being a really good conversation.
I keep trying to create an award show with a humor that caters, that's gonna be in that center of the Venn diagram is impossible. So Fan was the floor host.
Yeah.
Wow,
I watched.
Yeah.
Chelsea was saying she watched it. She doesn't know Fan.
So Fan's humor is a little millennial-y and very awkward and overly sexual and offensive, right? But that's her brand. But a lot of people don't know who she is. So essentially what they saw was this Asian woman coming up to Cenant, one of the biggest streamers, hey, you look like P. Diddy, was the reference, right? And it's kind of like Cenant, people have made that joke about Cenant. I think he made that joke about himself as well. But it's he doesn't know her, she doesn't know him.
Yeah.
Can this joke be taken just on the personal way? It's disrespectful. It's maybe. It's is it maybe even a racist thing? It's well, it's you look like another black person. It could be taken like that as well. So obviously it did not go over very well. And a lot of times with the older folks, I'm just gonna brush it off. But with the younger folks or the newer folks, oh, that's disrespectful. And one guy's grabbed the mic from her.
Yeah.
It's hey, if you're gonna make jokes, be funny, kind of defending Cenant, which I'm sure because that's his boy, right? He's not gonna sit here and let his boy get disrespected, and it kind of shifted the vibe of the whole event, in that moment. And there was another moment, a girl went up on stage, grabbed the mic, and said, "I think this person deserved to win." Very Kanye West,
yeah.
Which is putting down the person who won. And a lot of things we just haven't experienced in streamer awards. So it's just this clash of personalities and culture and what's okay, what's not okay. But yeah, I mean, I definitely feel bad for Fan. It felt like she got thrown to the wolves. I will say her composure was great because I think a lot of people, if they were put in that position, would have just crumbled.
Yeah. No, she was scared. She was scared. But she played it off.
She played it off, but it's, I don't know who wrote the jokes or did she have a team or did she know what she was getting herself into or did she think her humor was going to come across? Yeah. Definitely just a misreading of the vibes in the room by somebody, whether it's Fan or...
Yeah, and I'm not sure. Maybe it's also Kai was talking about how he wasn't doing so great mentally this year and stuff, and so maybe that was also a mismatch as well. That made it worse.
Yeah, I mean, Cenant is just on another level compared to most streamers, and for someone like him to show up at the Streamer Awards, I think gives a lot of legitimacy to the Streamer Awards. Because Streamer Awards started off as just Cutie Cinderella doing an award show for her friends, but someone like Cenant, Speed showing up, it's a big deal, and I think, if I was Cenant, I'm okay, I'm trying to give back to the community. I'm going to show up for this event. And then to get roasted by someone you don't know, in front of millions of people, it's I don't think he was giving her that satisfaction. He made a face. It's that's
rude, which I think definitely did not help Fan as well. Because like if Kai Cenant was like, ha ha ha, whatever, right? Maybe people could have played it off, but he was clearly finding the whole thing to be a little distasteful. Ooh, it was spicy. It was spicy.
Yeah, it made for very interesting streamer awards. Dude, the part that got me is when Peter got honored and he was talking about Lena. Like he's like my beautiful fiance Lena, and I think the production panned to Emiru. Like that is crazy.
Oh, production was really bad this year.
Yeah.
I think part of it, some people were switching seats, but they were just pointing at the wrong people very often.
Yeah.
Was a big year. I think Kai Cenat and Speed showing up gave it a lot of legitimacy, but production was one of the worst I've ever seen.
Which is sad. It's the year that they go, and then it's like
Yeah.
the most. The production fell flat a little bit.
Yeah.
How was the mood, you feel like, overall?
Whew,
I can't speak for everybody.
Yeah,
I
can't
didn't
speak
mind
for
it.
everyone.
Yeah, I liked hanging out with friends.
Yeah, I think it just changes more and more every year. I made this joke. It's like, hey, every year I'm sitting further from the front.
Really?
Yeah, and it's not. I'm not saying like, oh, Cutie should put me in the front. I sat in the front before. It's not that great because like you're so close and everyone can see you. But it's just like a shifting of Twitch culture right now. It's very like IRL focused, and pure gamers like me are just not focused. Double Lift won the Legacy Award. He's a League of Legends pro, and when he got announced, half the chat's like, "Who's this guy? Who's Double Lift?"
No way. They don't know who Double Lift is.
It's because like a lot of these people are coming from IRL backgrounds. Like they don't know who Double Lift is, and I think that's normal because even like for our generation, we know who Double Lift is.
Yeah.
But he's been around for a while and he like made such a big impact on League. I think nowadays you have to reference someone like Shroud because I think a lot of new kids will know, oh, Shroud, why not Shroud? But Double Lift is on that like boomer stuff now.
I mean, I actually thought your table was pretty like positioned nicely, was it not?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I was like, it looks like in the map seating. We were joking because you're like, oh, you guys are in the back, but he gave like a frontal view kind of like the middle, nice
middle
view.
right. It's funny because they tell us your table's 16, and in our heads like 16 sounds like a high number, and then we walk in and then we see there's a table 32. It's like, oh wait, 16 is not so bad.
Yeah.
But I think it's just for me a signal of shifting times because like they seat you closer if you have people. 4 people at my table got nominated for awards, so I wasn't a bad table.
Exactly.
But culturally, it's like, oh, this is not my scene anymore, and that's okay because right now, you know, the streaming world is an ebb and flow, ups and downs. Even if it's about gaming, it might not be about my game. There was a 1 year that was about my game. It was great. And then it's not about my game. It's like, oh, that's fine. But now it's not about gaming at all. It's like, oh, do I even fit in here? I know the people, everyone's friendly. But it's like I'm not where I'm supposed to be anymore.
I'm sure that's actually how a lot of people also feel in Hollywood. Like Michelle Yeoh felt that for a very long time, right? Like she has played other roles. She's done other things, but she's never won like an Oscar for her roles. And she's never been like someone who's like so maybe as main character casted as she is now. But like her time came, even if it took many years. But like I think it's always there's like trends that will bring people up.
Yeah.
But in acting, it's just like they cast them in a role where like they can excel and pop off, and then like that'll be their time as well. But I think in streaming, there's just so many trends that come and go. People will be trendy and then they'll drop, and then they can always have their uprise again.
Yeah. But I feel like I shouldn't be there because there's no point to be there besides meeting friends, which is always great, and I'm always grateful that Cutie invites me. But it's like, oh, this is not the Twitch culture I'm familiar with that I'm a part of. I respect it a lot. I think it's great what people are doing, but like I don't need to be here, right? So that's how I've been feeling about. Well, that's how I feel about streaming in general right now. It's like, oh, this is not my scene. It's okay. but I'm not gonna like keep trying to stay in it. It's like I'm here. And I think a lot of people feel that way, where it's like, oh, I need to still be somewhat active. I need to be part of this new thing, even though it's not my thing, but I need to be part of it, or else I might get forgotten. And I think I'm lucky enough to be able to say, hey, if it's not my thing, I can just not be here, right? Because I think often I hear my friends complain, like, oh yeah, I hate this meta, but I'm gonna do it. I gotta keep up. And I'm someone who can say, oh, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna attend all these events to try and stay relevant, right? Mm-hmm. My time, maybe it'll come again. Maybe gaming will come again. Maybe strategy games will come again. And I think it'll be great when it does. But until it does, do I need to force myself to be part of a new wave of something I don't really identify with?
I mean, I think of it like this. Like you look at the outdoor boys and they're such a pillar in their own little world, right? Yeah. Which like they have moved forward and they don't care what the trends are. And I do think like Yvonne and Toast and everyone, who was there last night, yes, like it's so spread out with like the IRL and the, like just so many levels of where people came in at. And maybe, you feel like the way, what you just explained, which I think is so true and valid. But in my opinion, it's like from like working with you guys, it's just like, that's your pillar. Not to get too deep, but I think from an outside point of perspective, showing up matters. It does. Yeah. Even though it doesn't feel like, you may not belong at that moment. I think it matters. People want to see you represent their community.
Yeah, it's like it does. When you said that is true with Wong Fu and stuff. It's like when they show up at the YouTube API gala, it's like, or Unforgettable gala, it's like it doesn't matter if their time is not as like, if they're not at their peak like they used to be. Like they are such, like they paved a way for a lot of like Asian Americans and a lot of like Asian media in the States or on YouTube and everything. And like when I see them at an event, I don't think like, why are these guys still showing up? Or like, you guys passed your time. If anything, I'm like, oh, I'm like happy and excited that they still come out and everything. So, and I think at some point we're like the Asian streamer equivalent, yes. Or like the generation a little bit below them afterwards, right?
Some people do call me the Ryan Higa of streaming.
Shut up.
See, right. For me, someone who I would always think so highly of is like a Ryan Higa. Yeah. Like he doesn't make any videos and he just plays Valorant Among Us every now and then. And to me, like if I ever see Ryan at events, like you don't put yourself down. Don't think just because you're not making content right now or because you're not active right now that
like you're a fucking legend.
Yeah. Like nothing will take that away. Sometimes I don't feel that way. I mean, never reached the heights of a Ryan Higa, but I do feel like some almost shame, like when I meet fans, like nowadays, and they come up to me, it's like, oh my God, this guy's tells you saved my COVID. It's like, bro, I'm not making any content, barely stream. Don't look at me. Like you're looking at like a shell of a person, of the person you know. But like if the shoes were reversed and I saw Ryan was like, oh, I don't make YouTube. I was like, don't put you're a king. Yeah. You're a king. I don't like respect you because you don't actively put videos out now. It's because like you were such a legend in the scene. But to me, it's like when I meet fans now, it's like, don't look at me.
No, you are big deal.
Oh, you were.
I mean, during COVID, I was gonna say like during COVID, like you were that like.
Well, even during Hearthstone. I mean, not that I knew, but like my brother knows.
Yeah. No, I mean that's what I mean. Like you just don't have to be like, oh, I'm like this now. It's not the same. I think it's very much the same. I see, like even say at like my scale when I go out and like people are still excited, like oh my God, Yvonne, like blah blah. It's like I feel that, let alone like you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. You should.
I think I always just want to be judged by what I'm doing, not what I did. So when people, praise me for what I did, it's like, but what am I doing? Right?
It's true. But what you did matters a lot.
Yeah. Well, I'll give, again, one more perspective. Streaming is so new, right? It's only been maybe like 12, 15 years max, like from where it really truly started. It will keep going for 30, 50 years above that. You guys are the founders, in my opinion, of this space. So it's so brand new. So I think it just goes back to, yeah, like I feel that. I get like you may not want to be seen at that moment or like this moment, but founders, like you gotta represent.
You know, I've been trying to get my life together recently.
True. Sorry.
And that involves not ordering out every single day and every single meal. Eating like a functional adult is my goal. I want to eat better. But there are days where I'm just too lazy to cook.
Well, same. I always think I'm going to cook all week and then suddenly it's midnight and then I'm ordering food again.
I'm not surprised, Yvonne. But that's why you should try Factor. They basically skip the whole annoying part of cooking and planning. The food is already made, so you just throw it in the microwave for 2 minutes and you're done.
I don't need you to tell me about Factor. I love Factor meals. I recommend to so many of my friends to try.
Factor meals are made by chefs and put together by dietitians. So it actually feels like you're doing something good for yourself without thinking about it.
Plus, there are so many options. I'm excited to try the cilantro chicken or the truffle butter filet mignon because it's high in protein and perfect after a long day.
You know what, Yvonne? For once, we actually are on the same page. I look forward to my Factor meals delivered, and I would recommend them to my viewers.
Head to factormeals.com/fighting50off and use code fighting50off to get 50% off of your first Factor box, plus a free breakfast for 1 year. The offer is only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase.
Make healthier eating easy with Factor. I think it's just different for everyone. It's funny. I was at a table with this Asian girl. She's a content creator. And she was talking about the AAPI gala that happened the other day. And she didn't get invited. And she kind of like was saying like, oh, it felt really bad like to not be invited. Like I tried so hard. Well, I'm not leaking anything or like telling this girl's story for her.
Yeah.
But like to her, it meant a significant amount. And I said, oh yeah. I said yes. And then I just didn't show up because I wanted to play TFT.
Yeah.
She's like, what? Like, oh man, I could have gone jokingly. And to her, like, it felt like being at events like that, to be perceived, to be part of a movement is important. But for me, it's like, if I'm not doing anything, doing stuff like that feels pointless or unearned, or like I'm almost taking a vacation. So like, why do I have time to go to this gala and not grind some kind of content? So I am someone who really does not like to be perceived if I'm not actively doing things, because I don't think I should. It's like I should be in the lab. So Streamer Awards is always like a strong feeling of imposter syndrome, and especially when people like always talk about like, yo, oh my god, this guy's tells you were a legend. I kind of wish I was like doing something now to earn praises like that.
Yeah,
I get that.
I know you got it. You should just go. What do you mean? Like they always want to see you there, and they always like our partner manager was so excited that we went. Like he was stoked, and we were the only streamers that were there. And then I had someone tell me last night like that he was like, we want more. We want to like honor a streamer, and we want like streamers to come. You should come next year. Because you could play TFT anytime. The gala once a year, AAPI, and like people would love to see you there. And they always have like new people who are doing content who they also honor, like up and coming and stuff. And like, you're like, oh God.
I have to be doing something to attend events like that.
God. Should we start the pod, or is it?
It started, but we can officially
We
start.
can do it.
I'll stop this.
Maybe we could just cold open with that.
Cool. Yeah,
Just
we
like
could.
first 20 minutes of us talking about.
I mean, it ended up being
imposter
really good
syndrome.
conversation.
we'll keep it
I think
in
it was
for
great.
sure.
Yeah.
We'll keep it in.
Yeah. Well, you know, let's do the intro real quick. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of We Were Fighting Before This. Me and Yvonne were just talking about, you know, career and life and peaking. I think it's a very sensitive topic for streamers who kind of experience a peak. And I think about actors and musicians. Like musicians that one-hit wonders, they call it. Like you put out a banger and then you just never do again. And I'm so curious what they go through, because sometimes I feel like I could learn a lot understanding the experience. Or you're on one big hit show like Friends, and then maybe you just never be in another like different show because you're so iconic for that one show, and you're like, yeah, you made a lot of money and people know who you are for that one role, but how does it feel? And it's always a mixed response. The guy who plays Dwight Schrute on The Office, but of a millennial reference for y'all, he does not like it when people call him Dwight Schrute. And I don't think he resents the role, but it's more like if he's walking down the street, it's like, oh my God, Dwight Schrute. I think his response like, well, do you know my name?
Yeah. It's hard when you're so known and loved for as a role. I've seen Ted Mosby from How I Met Your Mother talk about this. He's like, for such a long time, he just didn't like being Ted, you know? Like everyone know him as Ted. And then now he makes a podcast about like sort of about How I Met Your Mother and all this kind of stuff. And he's like, he just accepted it. And grew to be okay with it. And then there's also back to the hit thing. Like I heard Sabrina Carpenter the other day. She got an award at like Variety, and then she got signed to a label when she was 12.
Yeah,
which is crazy. 12 years old. You start writing songs when you're 10 years old. And for the longest time, she said she just wouldn't make like hits. She was not writing like, you know, she's writing a lot, but none of them were hits.
Yeah.
And it's because she had this idea that the label drilled into her for a very long time. That was just like, all you need is one hit.
Yeah.
One hit and you're set for life. And it's hard because you can't be creative within the mind of trying to like make something that appeals to the masses that like will become a hit. That almost, she said that everything afterwards that she did was more, she started doing being more creative and just not worrying or thinking about a hit like what the label was telling her. And then that was when she started making real like a lot better things.
There was that actor Ke Huy Quan who was Short Round, Indiana Jones, and he didn't get like essentially another big role until 40 years later.
Yeah, he cried when he got his like Oscar.
Yeah, and sometimes I think like, is that what I'm gonna go through? I feel like I hit so many different peaks in my own personal career. And it's like, damn, is it all behind me now? Did I hit my peak? And like every time I hit a peak, I'm like, oh, this is great. And then there's like a downturn. It's like, oh, this is not as great. But yeah, I'm just chilling. And I hit another peak. Like, oh, this is great. And I don't. And then, so this happened 3 separate times. So for a long time, I was like, oh, I'll hit another peak eventually one day. But lately, it's kind of like, oh, what if I don't? Like, what if, oh, that was it. I was like, you know, you had a strong 10-year career, but you're done now. I think a lot of power is in the individual when it comes to content. Like that's the beauty about content, is like you are the driver of your success. But a lot of it is also just chance and luck. And I'm always thinking like, hey, do I got one more in me?
There's chance and luck, but I've heard you talk about streaming and work sometimes. I'm like, it is not chance. And like, yes, it's like preparation meets opportunity and like all these things, right? But you do got the noggin for when you have to think about stats, analytics, like when's a good time to post something, recognizing good content and putting that together, thumbnails. Like you have the eye and the brain for it, which is why you've also been successful, not just off of like, I'm good at Hearthstone. Because a lot of people were good at Hearthstone, but was anyone able to be like a huge content creator who was really successful off of that? No, you have to have like the whole vision as to like what makes a video good or what makes a stream good in order to really excel at that. No,
I think I had that. I think as the culture changed with streaming, it becomes more difficult to keep up, to a point where right now my feeling is I think I can make good content still, but it won't be streaming related because the audience isn't right for it. And it makes me feel like I have to exit the streaming space because I'm playing a game that I don't know the rules to. Like, I'm not an expert in.
I think that, IRL streaming, very hype, very easy for a lot of people to relate to, which is why it's so popular.
Yeah.
I also think that there's like at the same time, like that will still be there while also there being a fatigue of all so much that goes on in just chatting, and that people will also really gravitate towards almost what more peaceful like day-to-day gaming streamers and people who watch your things, which is like you might not be like an insane like top of the level just chatting streamer, but you could be very strong in your category still. I don't know. I think that there will always be a place in on the corner of the internet for anybody who does well in their spot.
What I worry about is the idea of being a known quantity. Like if people have seen you and seen your journey, they're not as interested in you because you don't have this. Like when you watch a first time streamer, or if you watch like a couple on their first date and they're like all cute and giddy, like it makes you feel like, oh wow, so cute. Like they're experiencing all this for the first time. And someone like me, I can't display those emotions or feelings or show that passion of like a first time beginner, because you're talking about someone who's been around the block. And I think that's harder to make, streaming content from. So I think for me, I don't know if streaming is in my future for much longer. I think I say that every year, and every year it gets closer and closer.
Hey, then maybe it's different. Like, what's fun about you is that you haven't done a lot of life things. Like I would watch a video on you when you first learned to drive a car. You know what I mean? Like if you say that a game you've been around the block or all these other things, like seeing you do life things, something that you are actually doing for the first time as well, would be kind of interesting.
Maybe. Like there is an element of aging up with my audience. Yeah. I think you have to either age up with your audience, or you just have to like appeal to the new one. And I don't know. I might just take a hiatus and disappear for 6 months.
Aging up with your audience, whereas there's this girl that I've been following for a long time. She's been doing YouTube like for 1 billion years, and she does like, she used to be more makeup and like makeup beauty guru like type of thing, and then this one in her 20s, right? And then over the years she's like hit her 30s now, and then she does a series where it's just like life in my 30s, and that's like her entire YouTube series. And like I checked recently, and her videos are doing like decently well. Like she posts often. They're like aesthetic and stuff. She aged up with her audience. Like she is not shy of saying like, I'm in my 30s. She's not trying to do like, oh, this is this week's like beauty product or whatever. She's now like filming setups of her home when she does like redecorating, when she does like cleaning, when she does getting new appliances and stuff. So everything has been aging up, and she's like still maintained her audience throughout, where I would think like it's very hard to be relevant for years and years, like over 10 years. So I think it's possible if you want to just like how you do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a whole different ball game. A scary world. There's just no people who's really come before us
to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. And streaming, like you see it with athletes. And sometimes I would see like athletes that played professionally for a couple of years, made millions, and then just had to take normal jobs after. Like either they only played for a short while, or they blew through all their savings. And people always comments like, oh wow, that feels really bad. Like now you have to go back and be a regular person. And in streaming, it's hard to find people who's done it before, because a lot of them just retire, or they just disappear. You don't remember that they disappear because they're just gone from your mind.
They get into like some business, and then they're like, all right, bye. That's some YouTubers too. Yeah, they stop doing content and they just get into business.
Yeah, so trying to figure out how to deal. Like I don't know what I'm doing in my 40s.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm doing in my 50s, because I think the oldest streamers are like pushing late 30s, and some of them are still going, but like, what do you do after you hit your 40s? What do you hit?
Well, usually it's like a second venture. They usually want to like open up like some people want to open up restaurants or like a shop of some sort, or some like or maybe like you said, you want to get into investing in games and stuff, right? Yeah. So it's just like, I feel like people just find a next project that they're interested in because they've been grinding and doing so much of the other one. They're like, I want to do something a little different, change it up.
Maybe I'll open a coffee shop. Maybe I will.
I think there's a lot in store, Toast. I'm an optimist, but I do believe it. It's like, I call it like the second chance, you know? It's like your second life of like, okay, maybe it's not streaming. What is after, right? You're saying like, what do you do in your 40s? I truly believe that's a gift that you can have from the world. Like, do whatever you want. Like, just make sure you're happy. If that's going camping with like, you know, your person, like do it. Because like I went through a second round, and like I feel like for a while it was like that dread in your head. It's like, oh my God, like what do I do? And like, how do I find that passion again? Like, how do I find that feeling? Because it was so special the first time around. But it does happen, and it will happen. You have to, like, it's again, like I said the other day, it's like a mindset thing. You have to believe it, because I think like when you are in it, I understand like it's like muddled and everything. It's like there's so many, like, what do I do? Blah, blah, blah. Like it's still ongoing. How do I leave? Blah, 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 all this stuff. But I think it's a gift to have that option. So optimism.
Yeah, you are lucky. Well, you ever have something annoying that you could invent something? Solve a lot of people's problems. You ever do anything on the computer and you're like, this is really annoying that I have to do it this way. Why is there not something that does this?
Yeah. I think a lot of it right now is I'm holding on to the remnants of my original life, like living in LA, being part of OTV, you know, the esports venture. It's not like I want to abandon all of that or give it up. It's just like I'm still spending bandwidth, like extra time, like focusing on these known quantities that I'm not allowing myself to fully explore like what's next, because like there's something here that I can focus on and do. And I think a big part of it is just like moving away from all of those or finding someone else to handle all of those. Like for OTV, it's like finding new talent or just taking a step back and letting other people handle it and know that, hey, that's not my responsibility. For DSG, it's like leaving it to my managers, like, hey, you guys got this. Like, you guys can't rely on me to co-stream the event or like show up to the event to just bring fans. And like, this has to be able to run on its own, because I need to focus on like what's next for myself. And like leaving LA is like, I have a lot of friends here that I will miss, but I'm not super happy here either. And it's not allowing myself to grow while I'm still tethered here. I'm at that tail end of all of those. So now it's just figuring out how to cut ties. Not cut ties is such a strong word. How to transition into the next part of my life that I feel like I've been moving towards the last couple of years.
There's a really annoying problem that I have. I would like if someone could invent, but also it has its perk because it does get me out of bed.
What's this annoying problem?
I'll be in bed and I really have to pee, but I don't want to get out of bed because it's so comfortable. And I often wish, not that there's like a tube, but imagine a tube that could like, you could pee from your bed, takes your pee to the toilet, but not, you know what I mean? But yeah, like at the same time, like that does get me out of bed instead of just loitering in there all day long. So like, yeah, because like I'll either get up because I'm hungry or because I need to go to the bathroom.
I do have an invention that I was thinking of similar to that.
Really?
It's a spray. You spray it on cat poop or dog poop, it disappears. $1 billion idea. But I'm sure if it could be done, it would
disintegrate.
Yeah, it would just disintegrate it. Life would be so much easier. And I just know people have thought about it, but it's just like, you can't. Well, how are you going to invent something like that?
Dude, see, we have $1 billion ideas here. How do we make it happen? This could be our next venture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, making a product, I think sounds fun, but I don't trust myself enough to lead a business venture. I want to be, like most people, I want to be the idea guy. Poop spray, dog poop spray. Spray on some dog poop, it's gone.
Yeah.
I don't know science. Yeah. Probably physically, like scientifically impossible, but man, that would be sick.
I mean, that's what we thought for a lot of things that people were just found to solve for, you know? Like
poop spray.
Poop spray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm quitting the LA life.
You just do whatever fills your cup, makes you happy, and then like nothing is permanent. If you want to leave, you can leave. If you want to come back, you can come back. If you want to like go somewhere else to try that, you could do that too. Like
yeah, that's the thing. You just kind of need to feel inspired somehow to like do something. And I think that makes us happy than when we're like a hamster wheel, just like moving because we're stuck on it.
Yeah.
You can start rock climbing.
Are we gonna start naming like
PNW
midlife
people.
crisis things? You
I
go
went
buy a
rock
car.
I went rock climbing 5 months ago when I was going through a breakup.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed, wow, everyone here are so nice. I went to rock climbing in Richmond. And then at the end of the session, like all these Asian kids start coming up to me. Hey, can I take a picture, by the way? I'm a big fan. I just think to myself, it's hard for me to enjoy hobbies because I don't know if people know me.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times they do. And like I can feel their eyes on me. Like even when I'm rock climbing, I can feel like, oh. And I'm fucking embarrassing because I'm on like the beginner baby rock climb. And I know they're probably like, oh my God, this guy doesn't know shit.
Oh my God, that's this guy. But he's not really good at rock climbing though. He keeps falling.
Yeah, like I'm just climbing it. And then they're super happy. They're like, hey, let me show you, Unc. Hey, Gramps, you gotta do this. But I did do rock climbing as part of my midlife crisis. The next one is renting a camper van and going to the middle of the woods to
Oh geez.
stay overnight in the car.
Yeah, mine is I go and hang out with my girlfriends and then go clubbing and then full on degenerate gaming.
Is that midlife crisis or is that like early life?
That's a typical Tuesday for Yvonne.
Okay. Well, listen, I don't know, I was going through it for a period. You know, it comes in waves because I'll have a period where I'm like so happy with life, and then I'll have a period where I'm like, dang, everything in life is going great except my love life, and I get fucking sad about it. And I don't know why, because like everything else is great, but then you feel like you fail so miserably in one category that it's just like depressing. But then like I said, it comes in waves. So I'm fine right now.
I think the Streamer Awards just really solidified that feeling for me. It's like, oh, this is currently not my space, and it's okay that it's not my space. It's okay. I've definitely seen older streamers complain like, oh, these new streamers should move to a different platform. Like this Twitch should just be for gaming, or like they should make a different site for gaming then. But it's like, you don't get to control what the people want to see. You don't get to control the culture. It's like, it's ever changing. It's beautiful how different communities will have their time in the spotlight.
And I think it's fine that these things change as long as it's not like super disturbing to like people's daily lives and you're not being rude or mean or racist or obnoxious. You know what I mean? Like, I think if the content simply changes like differently, like you're saying like, oh, people don't watch gaming as much, they watch just chatting, like that's fucking fine.
Yeah.
You know, the platform's growing. Like you can't gatekeep and like stop people like do this kind of stuff just because it doesn't benefit you.
Because I remember what it was like when, you know, the culture was like gaming Among Us. I remember this jealous guy, you know who he is, tweeted, the sheep follows the herd, but the lion carves his own path. And he's like, I refuse to play Among Us. I'm like,
yeah, that guy.
Like he had this attitude of like, following the trend is bad. Like I'm gonna carve my own path. And as someone who was, you know, who was part of that, you know, successful part of Twitch, and is seeing that's like, hey man, it ain't that deep. It's like, yeah, you just do whatever you want, like follow the path. Don't blame other people. Like don't look down at other people just because they're trying new
troll
things.
Because like if he were the one that set the trend, or if like, you know, he would be fine with the trend being a trend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he just simply was not like he didn't either like it or want to do it or couldn't do it himself, and so he's like saying the trend is lame.
Yeah, no, it's a little sometimes depressing talking with like older YouTubers because they always say the same things like, yeah, we're getting old. We're the old guards. Like, I don't recognize these kids anymore. I did Jeremy Lin's basketball event and there was a lot of Asian YouTubers there.
Yeah.
And there was this girls that did song covers. Nobody really do song covers these days on YouTube, like full on song covers. There's like,
YouTube is more rare. It's usually all on TikTok and stuff.
Yeah,
now.
it's like TikTok and it's like bits or like small pieces or dances miming to it. And she was like, yeah, you know, in the old days you can do a song cover and then make money off that, but you can't do that anymore because you get demonetized. And it was just so sad. It's just so sad. Like people create a career in this specific niche, and that niche is taken away. It's no longer there, and you're kind of left with this feeling of emptiness. Because I think it's one thing to never experience success, but it's another, like, you experience success and it's taken away from you, and then you're just trying to, like, oh God, I lost it.
Yeah,
I had it, but I lost it.
There's a different way now. On YouTube, you could do it on like shorts, or you could do it on TikTok and you still get monetization. But unless, that might also be like if you're in the States. So if they're from like a different country, they wouldn't be able to. And then your video has to be at least like 1 minute long for them to do. So you have to sing for a minute versus like you can't do little bits. But the thing that really fucked, or animators got fucked hard on YouTube, because I remember back then you could animate like 4 minutes, like, which is honestly still a fucking lot to animate. And then YouTube started favoring like long form content that's like 10 minutes plus.
Yeah.
And animators are like, how do I put out a video every week that's 10 minutes long?
Yeah.
That's why you see them like dying out, or they did die out, because that's just too much work.
Yeah. You get paid more if the video's longer.
Yeah.
You get recommended more if the video's longer, and it creates this culture of like uploading really long videos, like Let's Play. That's why Let's Play got so popular, and then animated videos went down, because in the past it used to just be views, and animated videos are great because it's small, so everyone watches it and the viewership is really high. But then they changed it, and now, like, why am I spending 80 hours on a 1 minute video where this guy can spend an hour on an hour video, like just full length, and make more money and get recommended more? Yeah, I mean, the platform changes, the culture changes, and you just need to be someone who can adapt or kind of wait for your moment again. What do we have on the topic list today, Chelsea?
It's going to be a stark change, so we can see. If you guys could start over with choosing what type of YouTuber or streamer you could be besides gaming, what would you pick? Like, if you had to start today, like fresh, you could be the Outdoor Boys. You could choose Luke Nichols.
I'd probably be a VTuber. I wouldn't want to show my face. I would keep that a mystery. It's funny, like, part of my face reveal mystery was the reason why my career got launched, but also was part of the reason why it was, garnering some attention in the first place. Like, yes, I was good at the game and entertaining, but the fact that people didn't know what I was looking like was another mystique. And you've seen this happen with another streamer, Corpse, another streamer, Dream, like that aura of mysteriousness. Burntpeanut. It's like, you don't know what they look like, so it's like, oh, they can be anything. I want to hold on to the mystery for much longer, but I accidentally leaked my face and got blackmailed, so I ended up turning it into an early face reveal, and it worked out really well because I just became a popular streamer after that and was able to go to events and have the best of both worlds, of like still having an audience but being able to attend events, because I know, like, if you're a VTuber or a mass streamer, you can't do that.
Yeah. I mean, I hear it from Shoto or other people, like how they do have to obviously dodge things and, like, all that. As much as I would love to not have to get ready and put on makeup and, like, just have whatever in front of the camera, like, I just also couldn't live life. I commend how they're able to do it, because I cannot just be there, like, worried that people are gonna know my identity. That would give me anxiety or, like, stress on a day to day.
What kind of content creator would you be if you could start over?
I think I'd be maybe food or more lifestyle. I think I really, really enjoy that. But at the same time, but then I couldn't stream video games. Kind of like, I really like the balance I have now. I tell my audience that all the time, because I'm like, when I want to degen a game, I could go on, people will still watch me play League of Legends, or, like, be a nerd and all that. And then when I want to, like, touch grass or feel like it's too, like, my brain feels like mush because I'm playing too many games, I can, like, touch grass and I could, like, film vlogs and do lifestyle stuff. So it's like, feels like the perfect best of both. If you were telling me, like, to pick a niche right now, I'm trying to think which one I could do without burning out. And right now I think lifestyle would be the one I could do on a day-to-day without burning out, because I feel like there's so much more I can do. Whereas if I were to pick a game to grind, I would feel like I would have to pick a specific game first and then branch out. And picking a game first means you have to grind that game out hella, and I don't think I would want to do that.
Chelsea, are you familiar with Joji?
The pink guy?
Yo, you know about Pink Guy?
My brother.
Did you know about Pink Guy first or Joji first?
Pink guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He went to my friend's school in Japan.
Oh, okay.
So, but also that content was wild. Pink guy's content, well, what was his name back then? It was
I have no idea, but him being able to make a freaking music career afterwards is sick. Like I would be stoked if I could make a music career
Filthy
afterwards.
Frank.
Filthy
Sorry.
Frank, yeah.
Filthy Frank. That content was wild.
Yes.
That was pushing it.
That would, like, he made some disgusting, gross, boundary pushing content. And then he just stopped and became like a whole different persona, different branding, different name. There's so much people that know Joji that do not know Pink Guy or Filthy Frank. Like the amount of times I had to show someone that's like, oh yeah, that's Joji. Everyone's like, huh? And he's done such a incredible job, and his music, like his Joji music, is amazing. I listen to a lot of it, but it's like, man, that I wonder what it took for him to say, hey, I don't want to be Filthy Frank. Like, because his Filthy Frank persona and his YouTube channel was huge. Like, he was a really big YouTuber. And he just said, no, I'm not going to do all that. I'm going to go make music that I'm passionate about. I think that's probably not easy.
Just way more passion towards music. And I can totally see that.
The Steve Harrington from Stranger Things, Joe, you made that song Chicago. Do you know? Get back to Chicago, I'll be there. Da, na, 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 na. It's an actor from Stranger Things, and it's like, oh wow, you care more about music than like continue acting. And
yeah, that was a lot of people. There's literally been like TikTok stars who used to just do like little dance stuff, and they're like, I'm gonna have a like music career. Diet Pepsi.
Addison
Rae. Yeah, she started like putting effort into music and doing vocals, and she like tours and stuff now.
oh
Yeah, so I think it's really like people just have many interests of things that they could blow up for something that's completely, you know, they just find passion in something else way more. Like I thought Kai going on stage and saying like, I just want to do so much more. Like I want to direct and produce a film, or I want to do this. Like that felt very inspirational to me, because it's like, yeah, you don't want, like you have so many categories you can like dive into, and like this sounds fun, this sounds fun. It's like, I just want to do it. That's cool.
Do people listen to Addison Rae's music?
I do.
Oh, she doesn't come with like an asterisk of like, ooh, TikTok wannabe.
I think like you listen to her maybe because she's like getting pushed on the algorithm on TikTok, but if you listen, her vocals are not that bad. At least like from what I just hear her harmonize with herself when she's on stage. It's not bad.
The music's pretty catchy. Like Diet Pepsi was pretty catchy.
Diet Pepsi's catchy.
Yeah.
I don't know her other music though, but that's because that's
what's
the most popular one.
What I think is interesting, what's good about this, like this blueprint, is it's being done. They're having a second chance at a new career. Calvin Harris is an early one that I can remember. He was this like weird like TV host / like had green hair, like totally did not look like the cool
DJ.
Calvin. Yeah. He like restarted 3 times and then finally hit something that worked. And then like, you know, is going with it. So, I mean, you guys could come up with probably 3 more careers and people would.
For me, I believe you have to leave behind your old persona, like Joji did. Because when I think Addison Rae, I don't know her music very well, but a lot of times I would see people like poke fun of her as like, she's a Nepo baby, or see comments like, stop trying to make Addison Rae happen. Because she's tied to being they're being haters. It's like, oh, you're a TikTok star, like stay in your lane.
Yeah.
I imagine if Kai Cenat trying to be an actor or a fashion designer, it's like, oh, you're wearing clothes by a Twitch streamer. It's not like you're wearing clothes by Kai Cenat. And I think part of the reason why Joji was able to succeed was he didn't perform as, hey, I'm Filthy Frank, but I'm going to do music now. It's like, no, like all that completely separate. Like brand new everything.
I mean, I think it's like comes from a creative perspective. Like if you're going to put out music, you're like, this is the vibe, this is the vision I want for it. And it's probably not going to be related to whatever the heck you did before, because it's just so different. You're no longer catering to an audience in that way.
Yeah.
But people love this kind of arc, you know? Like they love to hate, but they love to see success even more.
Yeah. I noticed that when like we did songs like Never Have I Ever or other things, or Jody doing her song, like everyone loves seeing like a side quest and like people really tapping into their other interests that they have. Cause it's not like we still don't like gaming, but there's just like, we love music and we love this too and that. And like, I think it is really fun doing little side quest stuff and just seeing like what other things you can learn. I think learning is something that tingles the brain sometimes and like makes you can get addicted, like how you got addicted to loving video games and certain games in the first place. I feel that way with singing a little bit. And then I recently like tried to pick up a guitar for the first time. It's like really hard. It's like really fucking hard actually, deceptively, even if maybe you know that it's hard, like it's even harder than that. I just thought like shit, this I like learning something for the first time still, even at whatever age you're at.
I have a question for you, Chelsea. Do you get that feeling doing this?
The podcast?
Yeah. Because you started off in fashion, you were really like knee deep into it. And then you kind of moved away from that. And now you're in this creator adjacent space. Is it exciting? Is it like new, fun, different?
Yeah, I mean, like, long story short, for like people who don't know, it was just like I was in fashion, had a brand. So I had a brand for 7 years, and then COVID was really tough because we were brick and mortar. It closed down the stores back in New York. And then I moved to LA with that mindset. I think like when I came here, like I knew it was gonna end. So I didn't talk to a lot of people by like pushing my brand. I just wanted to talk to people, right? And I also wanted to like believe that there was something more inside of me than just fashion or like, you know, making a business. But I think over the last 3 years since I've been in this space, because I worked with other creators as well, it's an exciting thing for me to tell their story, whether it be interview based or comedy, gaming, whatever it may be. I think it's just that's like where I really feel like my work can be, you know, spotlighted a little bit more. I don't crave to be in the attention, you know, I don't crave to be a big creator or something like, you know, I don't have that. I feel like I had the feeling of the success and I just want to like live my life, be happy, play tennis. And it's so funny because like my tennis friends are like, you should start a brand. You have all this like, you know, like you have this history. But I'm like, why though? Why do I need to start something again? Like, it takes so much out of you as a human, like to like, it takes your, you know, you have to have your heart into that business.
Yeah.
Why would I want to do that again right now when I don't think I have it in me?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I just be happy?
Yeah.
Why can't I just work on the podcast and play tennis? I have other dreams, you know, but like, listen, like I'm happy. And I think that's something you learn through this whole process. It's just like, you gotta be content and like with yourself. And for many years I was not. And for many years, there was like that negative talk inside of me. It's like, well, your friend did it. Your friend has a brand that's here. They're on Forbes. They're on blah, blah, blah. But I'm like right now, I'm like, if I can tell your guys' story and other creators' stories, great. Like, I'm very happy with that. So, and I also want to get better at tennis. That's it.
Yeah. It's tough because it's kind of like your friends will always think, like, see best in you and they'll be like, you could do so much. You could do blah, blah, blah. But at some point, it's like, at what point do you decide if it's like the line of, yeah, I could, but do I want to? Like, do I want to protect my peace in some way by not putting myself through the ringer of building a business? Because that's like that's a beast to deal with. But you can get like a lot of high and rewards from it. Or do you just like, you know, like you said, like you like your life that you have currently, like the peace that you have and not having to stress about to that degree about things, even if you may not be as successful.
You have to look at the economy. I really look at it and I'm like, when it is right, I'll do it. And I believe everyone else will too. Not right now.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of ups and downs, and part of maturing is like being able to live with the downs and know it's sometimes not in your control, and not be too sad about it. One thing I always wanted to have was really ambitious coworkers or friends, because I think that kind of energy is infectious. For the longest time, I feel like I was the ambitious one in the friend group. It's like I led the charge. But once that kind of died down, I felt very helpless or alone, and like kind of a weight on my shoulders of like, oh, I'm supposed to be the guy that pushed things forward. I always wanted to have kind of like a peer that I'm very close to, because there's a lot of ambitious people in this space, but I'm not close to
You're
any
not
of
close
them.
to them.
I would say a lot of my immediate friends are more ambitious, but when it comes to group stuff, along for the ride. And I wish I had someone like that who was like, I'm gonna push. Right enough. Like the last person I think I was somewhat close to that had that kind of behavior was Fed. Who was like, I'm gonna push. It's like when you're with someone like that, like someone like me, it's like I can push with them.
Yeah.
But losing that, it's like, okay, I'm gonna push.
Yeah.
And I can only push as long as I'm individually strong. But once I lose that, then there's no one pushing with me, and I kind of crumble.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why OTV might not have been as successful the last few years, because like we don't have like strong pushers aside from, I think Pokey was one of them. The only thing is we push in the opposite direction. And I have this talk with her. It's like, oh man, if we push in the same direction, we probably could have achieved a lot together. But we just have such different opinions and approach to things that we oftentimes push away from each other.
Yeah, it's true. I think everyone had their own different, like, on their own different schedule. And sometimes even when you didn't feel like pushing, maybe other people, and it was like off timing too. It wasn't ever really at the same time, it felt, I guess.
So who's your guys' pusher in your lives right now? You could say yourself.
Mine is the way I've been drawing inspiration, seeing what other people do, like how other people achieve success when the odds are against them. There's this guy, Burntpeanut, I mentioned him, just a talking peanut. Middle-aged white guy for sure. I don't know what he looks like. Promise you, middle-aged white guy, console gamer, and he is like giving hope to all the single dads out in the Midwest right now. And he does it against all odds, because most people will see that and say, that's fucking cringe. You're role playing as your camera's a peanut. You're a 30-year-old man with a peanut face. Like, and then he puts like a little like kid hat on himself and role plays like, I don't know, like a child. And it's funny. And it's the people I would expect to be repulsed by that are like these gamer bros. Like, that's fucking weird, dude. But they are buying into it. They're loving
I
it.
think I just like, haha, funny. Like, so they like it.
So when I see something like that defies what I believe, it's like, if he can do it, then like anything's possible. Luke Nichols, Outdoors Boys, when I look at that, like he used to be a lawyer and now he's like 20 million views per video and he's willing to walk away from it. It's like, are you kidding me? Like most people will hold on to that. Most people are like, I'm going to make a video every fucking week. Like some people would take the Mr. Beast approach, right? And I think the Mr. Beast approach works. It's like, it's playing the system. But this guy has authenticity. And the fact that he's willing to walk away from it all makes me respect him all the more. Because anyone in that position would think about like, okay, how do I keep this going? So right now I draw inspiration from like people who are authentic. I think authenticity is paramount to the success of a creator. And over the last 3 years, I'd say I lost my authenticity because like I'm just doing things because it's popular or people want me to do that. When I was playing Among Us, I felt like that was when I was at my most authentic because all I cared about was like catching the imposters. And I think it really came through. And for a moment, like 1 year after I ended, like I did these YouTube videos. Like I went out to the streets and gave away money. I did this thing. I interviewed small streamers and made them come on my game show. But I never felt super authentic like all the time. And when I see what other people are doing, the popular guys, is like, oh, these guys are authentic.
And you have to have value. You have to.
And they add value.
Or no, like you have to have values because Luke Nichols has values. That's why he left.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to stand for something.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I think that's true because like in the Hollywood entertainment space, it's so easy to bend your values in exchange for success, and people can see it. I think people are very attracted to individuals that are steadfast in what they believe in.
Mm-hmm.
What pushes you forward, Yvonne? Who pushed you forward?
This is gonna be like the corniest answer ever. I don't think this is the people pleaser in me, but I think my community like pushes me forward a lot. Like I think that I would not post nearly as much if I didn't want them to feel like I like don't appreciate what I've been given in a way. I feel like what I have been doing has been very actually authentic to myself to the core. Like if I want to play fucking League of Legends, I play it. If I love doing cooking and baking stuff, I do it. And like I want to get better at singing, I just simply do it even if it's not for content. Like I'll do it on my own time. And the thing that I want to do is mainly just improve like quality wise or content wise, like mainly for my community or like for the audience. I don't think there's no one that I really look up to in terms of that other than like people that I think, oh, they do a really good job having like consistent high quality content that is authentic to them. Like those would be the people that I can't even think of a name, but like I'll scroll through people and I'll see them on TikTok and I'll be like, oh yeah, these are people are very passionate about what they do. And they do a good job of like, I like seeing Alton Brown on TikTok again sometimes. Like he's just started a little bit and he'll like show people like things about food and like doing his Alton Brown things. But I like that. And for me, I'm like, well, the most I evaluate is my video looks scuffed and I know I'm not good at doing short form content. Like I'm not familiar with it yet, but I'm trying to learn so that I can like authentically put myself into short form content without being seeming boomer or weird. But it all ties, I'm still doing the same things that like I really like. It's just how do I come off more natural, I guess. But that's about it. Like I just like very simple things, I feel.
I'm the opposite.
The opposite.
My community does not push me forward.
Oh.
It's this weird feeling of like, because right now nowadays I stream TFT to 2,000 viewers, which is still a lot, and I really appreciate them. But it's almost like I get angry at them for watching me. It's like I'm not making good content. This is just TFT, and I don't like the fact that you guys are here. Like I'm ashamed that you're seeing this, but at the same time, it's like, well, if you don't want people to see it, why are you fucking streaming Toast? Mm-hmm. And it's such a weird feeling to have, like this resentment against the people who support you because they're supporting you when you're like at a downturn. It's like, you guys don't know what good content is because you're watching this. And I think it's my own like attitude to how I feel about myself and my current place in my career. But I'm super grateful for them. And like whenever a fan comes up to me, I'm like, always really touched. It's not like, why are you a fan of me? Huh? Are you stupid?
But what if they say like, I like watching your TFT streams a lot. Like it's like the reason why it's like, it's
because I'm not proud of my TFT stream. And if I'm not proud of it, but you like it, there's something wrong with you.
What? But right. You don't think that it, like, I guess I'm wondering, like, it doesn't bring you like when you hear that brings someone else happiness that you stream TFT, you don't think, oh, okay, like I like streaming TFT, like if that's makes the other people happy.
It's like I made the spaghetti and I eat it. It's like,
oh, it's like whatever.
This is not great spaghetti. And a fan comes out and eats it, like, this spaghetti is great. I'm thinking like, you're a fucking idiot. This spaghetti is not great because I know what great spaghetti tastes like, okay?
It's funny because like for me, I'd be like, oh, really? I mean, I'll just keep making the spaghetti, but I'll try to improve it, you know? Like, because when I see people like, oh, if I love your baking content, you should do more. I'm like, oh, I'll do more baking content. Like, I didn't know you guys like it. That's
it's a me thing. It's like, I know, like, it's good enough for them and that's what matters, but it's not good enough for me. And I need to get the spaghetti to a point where I'm proud of it so that I'm proud to serve the spaghetti to my fans because they deserve good spaghetti.
Well, you think you can make really good TFT spaghetti where to the point where you're proud of it? And then
I can, but I don't because I just don't have that drive. So right now I'm serving up mid-tier
Wait,
spaghetti.
I'm confused. Do you like TFT or no?
I like it, but I'm not passionate about it. It's like the game I like most right now. If I could stream any game with like ease and confidence, it's TFT.
I feel that. I feel similar to League, where like it's my favorite game and I love it, but I'm not nearly as passionate about it as I used to be. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Probably where you can't stream it.
So are you losing?
No, I'm wondering.
Losing's a big part of it. Like when I lose, it's like
It's annoying.
I'm not good. At the beginning, there's a correlation between me and games I'm good at and how much fun I'm having. And
that's valid.
Yeah.
I think that's normal.
When TFT first came out, like I was really good at it, but also people didn't really understand. It's like basketball was invented. You just need to be a tall guy. And I was a tall guy because I play strategy games, but now it's 30 years later and basketball isn't just tall. It doesn't matter if you're tall. Like you have to have like 50 other skills, and all these new TFT players are like so smart and so talented. And I'm just like, why I was tall. And when TFT was invented, I was like really good at it because the competition was not there. I'm sure it's the same as tennis. Like I'm sure when tennis was invented, it's just who had a really good swing, but now it's like technique and like duos. So nowadays, I don't believe I can be a good TFT streamer unless I am top 10 in the country.
It's interesting. I think you're a good TFT streamer because you're good enough and you're fun to watch.
But I could be better. Like if I was top 10, I would have the street cred.
True, but I also, maybe this is me speaking personally, I as like a learning player, I would not want to watch someone that's boring. Like I've tried watching TFT streams with people who are really fucking good. They're like top 10 challenger, and I click on their stream and I just like can't even leave it on. I can't stay on it. And so like I would rather go to a person who is more enjoyable to listen to and hear and like fun than, and who's also like could be challenger, or maybe you're like grandmaster even, but like yeah, challenger should be a requirement, but like having the both would be great, right?
See, that was me in Hearthstone. Like I was not very good. I was a top 1,000 player, but people liked me because I was having fun.
Yeah.
And I was passionate, and I didn't care that it wasn't top 10. I was like, yeah, it's all right. If I lose, I lose. But now it's like when I lose and I'm like top 500, it's like, fuck, I'm trash. And then I get upset and I get tilted and angry. It's like, oh, I'm not good enough. Like I can't be a true TFT streamer unless I'm a top 10 player. And I don't know why my mindset changed, but it almost feels like I don't deserve to teach people unless I can consider myself one of the best players in the country. But I didn't have that feeling when I started in Hearthstone. In Hearthstone, like, you know, when your brother was watching, I'm sure he didn't watch me because I was top 10. I'm sure he watched me because I was entertaining. I had fun.
Yeah, good strategy. That's what he said.
Yeah, I would come up with elaborate schemes, and that worked 10% of the time. But when it worked that 10% of the time, it was really funny.
Yeah. I think you have good commentary. Like most people just look at a fight. They just like see the fight happen on the board, and they're just like, you know, but you commentate. It's almost like you're like a caster a little bit on your own game. And I think that's what makes it fun to watch. Yeah. I mean, I totally get that's like on your own thing though, where you're like, I want to be top 10 to like feel better about it.
Where are you? What's your rank now?
Right now, I hover around like 250.
That's good, right?
But it's not
top 10.
It's not top 10. Like TFT is one of those games that's like, ooh, you're not top 50. It's stupid, right? Because it's still better than 99% of the population. But when your competition, your other streamers that are playing the game, streaming the game, they're all top 10. It's like, well, am I going to watch this top 500 player? I'm going to watch this top 10 player. Like, do I want lessons from LeBron James, or do I want lessons from like Brian Scalabrine? It's like, well, everyone's going to flock towards the LeBron James, right?
I get it. But Twitch is actually one of the unique places where like personality and like how the vibes are matters.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think it matters more.
Yeah.
I don't think the Burntpeanut is the best arc rated player in the world. I think he's just a fucking funny guy
Exactly.
who can turn a losing situation into a funny moment.
Yeah, but the top 10 thing is more for yourself because I think viewers who like you and watch you, like it's not like, yeah, of course it's always fun to see you win and like be really fucking good at a game. That's like a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it's bad to stream yourself getting there. You're like, I'm a fucking idiot right now, and then next thing you know, you're like top 10. You're like, and then people see it. They saw that you went from what 200 something to like top 10.
Yeah. Something I gotta figure out. But it doesn't matter because I'm about to leave my life behind and go into the woods and live off the land anyway.
But like, let's say like you do get top 10. You're gonna leave it behind, or you
he packs it up back from the woods. All right, I'm gonna go back to my PC.
Bring a laptop to the wild. If I can reach top 10, I don't know. Like if I'm having fun with the game, if I truly have fun with the game and have fun with streaming, I can see a way forward. But right now, I would say neither of those are true. Like, am I truly enjoying streaming? I think in order to do that, I have to put in conscious effort into streaming. Like beyond just, I'm going to turn on my stream, which is what I do right now. I think true grinding and streaming is so involved. It's like planning bits, it's figuring out jokes, it's hiring artists. It's so much things that I used to do, and it's now like, well, I don't want to do it. I've done it. Like I know what's gonna happen. I know the upside. So it's just getting myself to a point where it's like I want to do it.
Yeah, sometimes like that's okay. You've done it before, and like you're like, I don't want to do this again entirely because you know how much it consumes you or takes up.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing when people ask me like, hey, would you ever want to try to hit masters in league again? I'm like, no. The thought of me grinding every day does not sound fun, does not sound like a life I want to live right now. It's like what I want to do, and I want to prove myself at some point to a degree, and I've done that. I just know like if you put in a gazillion hours and you really grind, you can do it. Do you want to do that at this point in your life?
How long did it take you to get to masters?
I had Vietnamese iced coffee that I ordered every day, and I would first solo queue earlier in the day, and then I would stream at night. Yeah, I basically played League like a fuckload for 2 years. That was like, they would make a joke where like I'm in my basement playing League of Legends because that's what I did. And then like a lot of my friends understood. They're like, we know we're not going to see you. Even my boyfriend at the time was like, I'm not going to see you until you hit masters and stuff. I'm like, I mean, I'll still be here, but I just won't be as present. And then like I didn't like being away from friends after I hit it. I was like, okay, cool. It felt great. And then I missed my friends.
Did you celebrate?
I don't remember. It was so many years ago.
I do not recall
I
celebrating.
don't think we celebrated.
Yeah, do you guys celebrate do you celebrate when you reach top 10 or like reach a certain level?
That's like something like your friends would do for you, but I wouldn't do for myself.
Yeah.
I would never throw a party and be like, guys, I hit masters, let's celebrate. Other people might. I'm just not the type. Like it would be something where it would be really nice if my friend did that, but I that's too much attention and like other stuff. I did more for me.
Yeah. I think it is important to celebrate things though. I think one thing OTV didn't do very well is like celebrate our achievements. It was always like, oh yeah, like because we're so Asian millennial coded, it's like we don't like to celebrate our success. And then I was at the Streamer Awards, and there was this group of young creators, and they got nominated for Content Org of the Year, and they all got matching outfits. And then when they got the name called, they're like, oh my God, yeah. But Offline TV, we won Content Organization of the Year 3 years ago. And there was like 3 of us who showed up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, thanks guys. I don't know how we won it, but appreciate it. But for these kids,
so nonchalant.
like they got nominated, and they're like every day on Twitter, every day on Twitch, please vote for us, guys. This is like the most meaningful thing ever. Yeah. And I saw that, it's like, wow, like a part of me wish we'd done that, but we weren't in that headspace of
Me too.
wow, like this is a big deal to them, and they're making a big deal to their audience. And for us, it's just like, yeah, yo, appreciate that. And I think I wish that we celebrated each other's achievements a little more.
It is very like oddly Asian coded to have this, like, you don't want to want things outwardly.
Yeah.
And you don't want, like, I like that they had the shamelessness and or I don't even know if shameless is the word. It's kind of like they're just so heart on the sleeve, willing to be like, I want this. And it's okay if I fall flat not getting it. I don't know. We just seem more shy and reserved. And like we want other people sometimes to speak out and celebrate for us rather than showing that ourselves.
We should celebrate now.
We should celebrate now.
List all the achievements. Well, I'll buy the cake and then it will literally list each and every single one.
I mean, maybe we could celebrate the pod one day. I really like that.
Yeah.
Maybe we do like a nice little, I don't know, dinner or something.
But
or
you guys
other
should
things.
celebrate for sure. This is like, you guys have reached so many. I mean, it like to a young person, right? Like to someone who's just starting out. I mean, like that's their dream to get 50K, 100K, 1 million. So I think you should celebrate.
We could randomly one day be like, hey, you want to fucking celebrate that we get to do this?
Yeah. If I could go back in time and tell myself while I was going through, you know, the milestones I did, I would be like, celebrate now, tonight, tomorrow. You have to. Because it's so like, it's in the moment. You got to do it.
I told one of my exes this before. I was like, I wish you would celebrate my achievements with me. Like it was very small. It'd be like I hit 100K on YouTube or something. And like, I wish you would notice and like celebrate with me a little bit.
He did or did not?
I mean, he did after we broke up, which was bad timing. And I said, not now. But like, which aside, it's like, I know he was doing a nice thing, but it was something I wish had been done before. Like little milestones that didn't have to be a lot. Just like, oh, I'm like really proud of you lately. Or like, oh, you did so good for this. Like, cause they're not things that, again, I would celebrate for myself, but like, it would be really nice if someone else did it for me. And the perfect level would be SO, not OTV. I think it would be like, oh.
I had another opposite experience. My SO reached 100K views on a YouTube video, and I messaged her like, "Oh, congratulations! What a big accomplishment!" And she's like, "Yeah, I don't really put a lot of like thought into numbers." Well, after that, I'm like, "Oh, okay. I won't message you about that." And yeah, I think it's different for everyone.
Yeah.
But I think it's worth celebrating achievements, and I think some people are just don't want to celebrate I guess maybe they feel shallow about it. It's like, oh, I don't want to celebrate just because 100,000 people. But also, I think you should be proud about things you succeed at, even if you don't feel that way.
Sometimes they could just be shy about it, or they're just like, maybe they don't want to put emphasis, but you could change that if it's like a cute way where they're like, hey, I got you something. You don't have to like it, but I just was really proud of you and give it like that. And I think that's like really cute.
All right, wrap it up, Yvonne.
All right, well, thank you guys for watching this episode of We Were Fighting. And we'll be back next week.
What are we going to do on the Patreon today?
Today on the Patreon, we're going to be doing Who's More Asian Between Me and Toast. And I actually think I'm going to win, unfortunately, for this one. But, you know, we can find out, I guess. But thank you guys for watching. See you guys on the Patreon for those of you who are going to be there.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What about questions about Indian brothers who people often forget are also Asian?
Okay, what's the capital of India?
Bangladesh. New Delhi.
Bangladesh is its like own.
I said it with such confidence.
Yeah, Bangladesh is like a country. Yeah.
Is it New Delhi?
Yeah.
Bro.
Bangladesh is a country.
You brought this onto yourself.
Hey,
man.
you guys have to Google it. Yo, my Indian brothers. I'm so sorry.